Senior athletes commit to play college sports. Winter sports start off a great season. Ryan Franey gives us his take on if college is really worth it. This is MET News. Welcome back to MET News. I'm Leanne McDonald. Let's get right to the lead. With college decisions approaching, many MHS athletes have been starting to commit to schools. Emily Parziali and myself interviewed 6 senior athletes to hear more about their commitment process.
Jake Dadgis. I committed to Gettysburg College for baseball.
My name is Alexis Vanderzijde. I'm going to Temple University to play soccer.
I'm Cam LaPierre, and I'm going to Western New England University to play football.
I'm Justin Pawlowski, and I attend Middleborough High School, and I'm committed to Assumption for baseball.
My name is Maya Dupuy. I committed to Bridgewater State University, and I'm going to play lacrosse.
Nicholas McGarthy, Wentworth, and then baseball.
A couple things high school taught me, I would say, is leadership, commitment, and hard work, and I'm going to bring that into college, giving 100% effort in everything I do.
So I definitely am going to take the lesson to work at things every day and to get better and better every day, because nothing's going to be just given to me.
Basically, I had met my soccer coach when I was a freshman, and I committed this year to Temple. So we've been in touch for a couple years.
I had to email a lot of colleges, and not all of them wanted me. And then the ones who did, I had to prove it by having them come to my games and then just playing good. So it's nerve-wracking.
I sent a lot of film to different schools and got different responses, and then I just got texted by coaches and calls, and then just made my decision from there.
Especially like me, I'm going to a school where I don't know anyone. I'm going to be very far away from home, so it'll be nice to have at least one kind of support group and just people that I'll be around.
I'm definitely most excited to play with a whole new group of girls, and obviously with high school, I'm going to miss my teammates here. I'm going to miss playing with them, but meeting new friends, being able to make those lifelong friendships, because you're going to be with your teammates every day, every hour, basically. You're with each other all the time. So I'm really excited to get to know the girls, to get to know who I'm playing with.
I'm mostly looking forward to getting work done and meeting a lot of friends, and obviously winning games.
Hopefully college sports happen because of COVID, but I just want to compete, get better, and just meet new people.
Obviously, I'd like to thank my parents just because they've spent timeless hours, whether it be driving me places or forking up the money for tuitions for AAU, or even just buying me gear. And obviously they do way more than that, just the little things. I honestly don't know I would have gotten into Gettysburg if they didn't motivate me to do scholarships and do interviews at the school.
I'd like to thank my family, friends, and all my coaches.
I definitely want to thank my parents. They're the type of people that never told it as it was. If I had a bad game, they wouldn't lie to me. And I feel like if they told me I had a good game, even though I didn't have a good game, it wouldn't get me to the point where I am now.
I would obviously like to thank first my family for supporting me, watching all the games and being there for me. All the coaches and teammates I've had, and obviously all my friends.
I'd like to thank my dad and all my coaches, especially my dad. He's been there throughout everything, taking me to all my soccer games, all my practices, all the long car rides and everything. Especially my coaches. I've known them for years, all my club coaches, and I wouldn't be where I am today without their help.
The varsity girls basketball team kicked off the season with an exciting 57-46 win over Notre Dame Academy on Friday, January 8th. Junior Alex Williams led the team with 14 points, followed by Riley Griffin with 12 points. The ladies then faced off against the Norwell Clippers on Tuesday, January 12th, but took an unfortunate 56-46 point loss. Alex Williams led the team again with 17 points, followed by Mandy Buchunt with 9 and Jada Cochran with 7. Here are some highlights from the Norwell game. The Lady Sachems took the lead in the first quarter, leaving the score 16-13. Jada Cochran had a phenomenal layup that led to an and one play. Alex Williams followed with an underhand layup. Jada Cochran then hit a bank three-pointer for the Sachems, followed by a deep three from Williams. Mandy Buchunt then stepped up with a steal that led to 2. Williams increased the lead with a great finish at the net. Mandy Buchunt then took a defensive charge to keep the momentum going. Alex Williams finished up the quarter strong with the final layup. The Sachems started the second quarter off with a strong and nice finish from Shauna Gallagher. Megan Labrie followed with a three-pointer. With a buzzer beater from Norwell, the Sachems fell 32-21 to the end of the first half. To start the third quarter, Alex Williams had an outstanding steal that led to 2 points. Riley Griffin followed with a nice finish at the rim. Alex Williams secured both her free throws after she was fouled by a Norwell player. Mandy Buchunt finished at the rim. She then got her own rebound and put it back up for 2. Riley Griffin banked a three-pointer. Mandy Buchunt ended the quarter with a nice contested layup. However, they fell behind 48-36. Jada Cochran started the fourth quarter off strong with a nice jumper. Alex Williams finished off with a free throw after being fouled. Alex Williams had a steal that led to 2. Mandy Buchunt made a free throw after a foul. Riley Griffin secured an offensive rebound and put it back up for 2. Alex Williams took on the whole team and secured a layup. However, the Sachems couldn't catch up and took a 54-46 point loss. The ladies then took on the Abington Green Wave on Friday, January 15th and came out on top. With a final score of 64-31, the ladies increased their record to 2-1. Alex Williams led the team with 15, followed by Mandy Buchunt with 14, Jada Cochran with 7, and Megan Labrie with 6. On January 19th, the girls defeated Mashpee 51-15. Alex Williams led the team with 17 points, followed by Jordan Peebles with 7, Aileen Petty with 6, and Mandy Buchunt with 6. The ladies then defeated the Rockland Bulldogs in an away game on January 22nd. With a final score of 59-43, the ladies increased their record to 4-1. Alex Williams led with 23 points, followed by Mandy Buchunt with 12, Jordan Peebles with 8, and Riley Griffin with 7. Good luck to the Lady Sachems as they continued the rest of their season. The boys basketball team has started off their season with a record of 2-0 in the league and 2-1 overall. On January 8th, the Sachems scrimmaged against the Rockland Bulldogs. Although the game does not count towards their record, Middleborough lost with a score of 39-48. On January 12th, the MHS varsity basketball team played at Norwell, winning the game with a score of 62-53. Senior Wesley James led the team, scoring 19 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 steals, followed by senior Timmy Crowley scoring 13 points, shooting 4 threes, and getting 5 rebounds, and junior Gianni Perea scoring 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 steals. Finally, on Friday, January 15th, the Sachems played at home against Abington, finishing the game with a win and the score of 72-66. Wes James scored 24 points and 12 rebounds, senior Colby Allen with 14 points and 4 threes, sophomore Jacob Briggs scoring 14 points as well as 7 rebounds, and Gianni Perea with 12 points and 3 steals. Congrats on a great season so far, Sachems. The varsity ice hockey team has started off their season good with a record of 2-0-1. On Wednesday, January 13th, the Sachems defeated Rockland with a score of 4-1. Then on Sunday, January 17th, Middleborough faced off against Abington, but unfortunately, the game ended in a 4-4 tie, but put up a great fight the whole game. On Wednesday, January 20th, the varsity Sachems defeated East Bridgewater with a final score of 7-2. The team's upcoming games will be Saturday, January 30th at Cohasset Hall, Monday, February 1st against Bishop Stang, Thursday, February 4th against Norwell, Sunday, February 7th against Abington, and Thursday, February 11th at Cohasset Hall. Reminder, all games are subject to change. Swimming and diving has had a tough time adjusting to the new rules and regulations. This year, none of the matches are being scored, but they continue to practice every day. The team was set to go up against Cohasset on Friday, January 8th, but due to the school going fully remote, they were forced to forfeit the match. Many are unsure of who they are supposed to be up against in the future. However, the team did compete on Friday, January 15th at 3:15 at the Birkeland against Norwell, with the boys losing and the girls winning. Swimming and diving is set to go up against Rockland on January 22nd and Randolph on January 29th. The Fall 2 sports season will begin on Monday, February 22nd. Sports included in the upcoming season will be football, volleyball, competitive cheer, and unified basketball. If you are looking to stay in shape during the winter season, the Middleborough Indoor Track and Field team has been holding weekly practices. The strength and conditioning workouts offered by the team provide the opportunity of trying a new sport and can help athletes prepare for spring athletics. You can sign up on Family ID to play winter track during the Fall 2 season or contact Coach Smith if you are interested in training during the next few weeks. A number of female student athletes have broken school records and redefined what it means to be a lady sachem at Middleborough High School. Over the past 4 years, specific athletes and programs from the class of 2021 have taken large steps for female athletes across the state. Katie Benson sat down with some of the athletes from the senior class who made history over the years to hear the motivation behind their success.
Now that 2020 has come to a close, it's vital that we look back at all the success that has taken place over the past year. A number of Middleborough High School's success has stemmed from the athletic department. When taking a look at the history that has been made, it's crucial that we acknowledge a number of specific athletes and programs. I had the opportunity to sit down and hear from a number of athletes who have made tremendous strides for Middleborough High School's athletic program. Jada Cochran was the senior captain of the girls soccer team who made school history by being the first team to ever win a league championship. Here are some of her thoughts.
I think being the first team to ever have that title, especially for the girls soccer team, not only do we get a banner and put our names out there, but we're the first team to do it for the school, which I think is really important. Always persevere, even though some goals might be really hard to achieve and they might be out of reach at the time, always just work towards it because there's always a possibility and I believe you can probably do it.
Shay Gallagher is a 6-time Enterprise All-Scholastic All-Star and the 2019 Cross Country South Shore League MVP. She's broken a number of course records and has made history for Middleborough. This is what she had to say.
I hold the Middleborough High School home course record, the distance medley relay, the 4x800 relay, the 4x400 relay, and the 600 meter. In order for me to improve, I wouldn't be able to do it without my teammates and Coach Smith and Coach Montross. So.
Mandy Bucant was the leading scorer of the girls basketball team during their historic tournament run. This is her message.
Being the first girls basketball team at Middleborough High School to make it to the second round of tournament really put us on the map because once we did that, a lot of different newspapers started writing articles about us, and also it kind of put us on the map in terms of playing different schools this year because there's kind of something to the name Middleborough girls basketball. So when other teams know they're playing us, they know that we're not a team you can just walk over.
And there it is. Middleborough going to be advancing to the second round of the tournament.
In the past years, our team has worked really hard together to make sure that we had all the right tools we needed to succeed. So it was really awesome to see that we could get the result that we wanted and make it far in tournament because it shows how hard we had worked for it over the years.
All my hard work and dedication had finally started to pay off. I think it helped put Middleborough cross country on the map because for the past 2 seasons our team's been really competitive in our league for both cross country and track.
I would tell younger ladies HMs that as long as they work hard and remain confident in themselves, they can achieve great things.
That as long as you put your mind to something and stay dedicated, then you can do whatever you want.
Middleborough athletes from the class of 2021 have raised the bar for underclassmen and future generations to come. Middleborough Athletics has made a name for itself, and we are looking forward to seeing even more progress within the upcoming years. This has been Katie Benson with NBT News.
On January 12th, the annual Winter Orchestra concert took place in the MHS Auditorium. Ryan Franny edited a short highlight of the event, but you can watch the full concert on the Middleborough Educational Television YouTube page. To all our seniors and juniors out there, college is something you may have on your mind for the future. With the price of colleges continuing to rise and almost half of the students attending 2 to 4 year colleges dropping out, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Ryan Franny is here with an editorial to give his thoughts and discuss the issue.
First off, I'd like to say that I got the inspiration from this topic from probably the most ironic of places. The original prompt came from an English placement essay for Bridgewater State University. The original prompt simply asked if college was worth it or not, but as I was writing the essay, I started to question what they meant by that. Did they mean monetary value? Did they mean the value of the people that you meet? It was very, how should I put this? Vague, so to speak. So I am here today to give my thoughts on that. Students who graduate earn on average $48,000 to $50,000 per year. The average debt is around $30,000. That's almost an entire yearly salary entirely dedicated to paying off debt. That's not even factoring in bills, taxes, insurance, and all those other things. Tuition itself without financial aid or scholarships can go anywhere from $20,000 to $60,000. The cost of tuition has risen by up to 144% in the last 20 years. Despite all of this, I think there's another way that you can view college outside of just the money, and that's the people. As a student of film, I have learned over the course of my time here at MHS that one of the most important skills is not how to work a camera or how to convey your voice properly or how to edit a video. It's actually networking. The people that you meet become more important later on down the line. And what better place to meet people with similar interests to you than a college for film? This can be applied to any form of work, from engineering to art to whatever you find interesting. Networking is always an important skill. Plus, it's not just people that you meet for reasons for your career. It can also be lifelong friendships and even potential partners. I mean, after all, my parents met in college, and I'm sure a lot of parents out there did meet in college. It can be a place where you can meet tons of faces that you'll remember for years to come. It can even be helpful for those of you that are socially awkward. I mean, in my own personal experience, I've never been the most social person, so to speak. I will admit that I've never really learned social cues or what to say and what not to say, and it's cost me at times. But with college, it gives me a chance for a fresh start, and I'm sure it can for you too. Now you don't have to worry about what other people will think of you when you go to this new school because no one knows who you are. Sure, it can be a little challenging at first to make new friends, but that's the point. To meet new people, to gain new experiences, to make those lifelong friendships. Now, to close out, to answer the question of whether or not college is worth it or not, in my own personal opinion, I will say this. In terms of money, no, it's just ridiculously expensive for what you get out of it. In terms of the people that you meet, it's priceless. Whether it be friends, partners, teachers, whatever it may be, those people you'll remember forever. But for you personally, it really comes down to what you prioritize. If the classes matter more to you, or the people matter more to you. So you have to ask yourself that simple question of what you think is better for you. This can also change depending on what you go to school for, where you go to school. There are a lot of outside factors that influence it. But once again, to repeat myself, it all comes down to what you prioritize, the education or the people. This has been Ryan Franey with MET News.
With the quarter ending soon and the start of a new semester about to begin, grades close on February 1st. Expect report cards to be distributed shortly thereafter. To all members of the class of 2022, there is still time to apply to Rho Kappa History Honor Society. All applications for the class of 2022 are due by April 9th, 2021. For more information or questions, please go to Brannigan's Bulletin week of January 4th to the 8th in your email or email Mr. Osgood, Honor Society Advisor at mosgood@middleborough.k12.ma.us. Reminder that the requirement for all Middleborough Public School students to receive their flu vaccine is no longer being put into effect. On January 13th, MHS held their annual college planning night for juniors and seniors, this time fully remote. For more information, or if you want to watch the full event, head on over to the Middleborough Educational Television YouTube channel. Special thanks to Mrs. Gunninson at the Memorial Early Childhood Center, who heroically saved a child who was choking by performing the Heimlich maneuver. Thanks for watching this episode of MET News. Join us in a few weeks for our next episode. I'm Leanne McDonald. Have a great night.